Hello and welcome to this class with me, Isabel. This class is for a series for the menstrual cycle, starting with the luteal phase for this class, because that's where I am at the moment, so it felt very apt to do this now. We want to begin by lying on our backs, so let's find a comfortable position. You can bend your knees and we'll just bring one hand onto our chest or our heart and one hand onto our lower belly. Maybe you close your eyes and let your shoulders move down and away from your ears. And we'll just start to breathe into both hands. And during the luteal phase, it's very natural that we might feel a little bit more tired and things might feel a little bit harder. Our mind might feel a little bit more occupied and busy. So this class is an opportunity just to reconnect with yourself, to slow down, to stretch the hips and loosen the back. So breathing into both hands. And just paying attention to the sound of your breath. And as you continue to breathe, we'll start to breathe into the hand on your belly. And breathe out of the hand on your belly. And then breathing into the hand on your heart. And then breathe out from the hand on your heart. And again, breathe into the hand on your belly. And breathe out. Breathing into the hand on your heart. And then once again, breathing into both hands. And slowly we'll remove the hands from the belly, bringing the hands alongside the body, and we'll just do some pelvic tilt. So drawing your pubic bone towards you, feeling the back of the glutes lift away from the floor, and then slowly drawing the pubic bone away from you, so arching your back, and if you slide your hand underneath your spine, you should be able to feel a space now. And we can keep the hand there just to give some proprioception, so some tactile cue or atactile cue. As we exhale, let's draw the belly button down and press into the hand underneath the lower back, rocking the pelvis towards you. And then as you exhale in that anterior tilt, arching the back, feeling that space above the back be created. A few more times just like this. Warming up the back, the pelvis, and just bringing a sense of awareness to the body. Really nice, everyone. And on this next one, let's press the back into the hand and then remove the hand out of the way. Push the hands into the mat, backs of the shoulders press down, and let's squeeze the glutes and pick the hips up and away from the mat, finding a glute bridge. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then as you exhale through pursed lips, lower your hips all the way back down to the earth. Inhale here, and again exhale through pursed lips, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips away from the mat. Moving through these glute bridges nice and slowly. Inhaling at the bottom and then exhaling through pursed lips as you lift your hips away from the floor. Inhaling at the top and then exhaling through pursed lips as you lower your hips back down. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhaling at the bottom, exhaling, squeezing the glutes and peeling the spine off your mat. Inhaling at the top and exhaling to lower the hips all the way back down. Nice. Inhaling at the bottom, last time. Exhaling as you squeeze the glutes and lift the hips off the mat. This time we inhale and we hold and we just start our marches. So stabilizing the pelvis and lifting one and alternating with the other heel or toe or foot off the mat. So exhaling through pursed lips as you lift the heels away from the floor. keeping your hips nice and stable. Pressing down through the backs of the shoulders. And you don't have to lift as high. Just go with the range of movement that allows the hips to be nice and stable. Let's do 5 more. Really nice, everyone. Let's hold at the top, deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower the back of the hips all the way back down. And let's hug the knees into the chest. And take a gentle rock, massaging the spine, the lower back, the middle of the back. And then bringing your hands underneath your thighs and tucking your chin towards your chest so you look towards your belly button. Let's rock the spine up towards a comfortable seat. When you find that comfortable seat, bringing the hands underneath the knees, lengthening the spine nice and tall. Let's prepare for our half roll back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale through pursed lips as we lower the spine down to that C-curve position. Inhale to hold. And then exhale through pursed lips as we lift and elevate the spine up to a seat. Inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly lower with control. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, slowly come back up to your seat. So let's keep going with that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can keep your hands under your knees or lengthen your arms away, whatever is most supported for you. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Last one. Great job. Now let's come onto our hands and our knees, finding a tabletop position on our mats and spreading the fingers nice and wide. Let's do some cat and cows, breathing in, rounding the spine, gaze towards the knees, and then inhale, arch the back, look up towards the ceiling. Really nice, everybody. Let's do a final one here, breathing in, lifting up, expanding the chest. And then as we exhale, let's tuck the toes and lift the hips high to find a downward facing dog. Pedal out through your feet. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then as we look forwards, let's step the right foot in between the hands and release the left knee down to find a supported low lunge. So if you don't have blocks like me, if you have blocks, great. Maybe you bring the blocks aside your leg and you can support your hands on your blocks. If you don't have blocks, maybe you interlace the hands, gently push down through the hands, lifting up through your pelvic floor. And squeeze your left glute towards the midline of your body, relaxing the shoulders down. And we'll just stay in our low lunge for 45 seconds. Just allowing the breath to move through you and allowing the space to open up in that left hip. Very gently coming out. Coming onto your knees, and then let's bring the hands back down and re-find that downward facing dog. Let's just step this time the left foot forwards, so looking forwards between the hands, step the left foot forwards, let the right knee come down, and then press yourself up, interlacing the hands, allowing the hips to come forward, and this time squeezing the right glute towards the left. And again, we'll just stay here for 45 seconds, so really allow the hip to come forwards. Let's take one more deep breath, and then again coming back onto your knees. Let's spread the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes together to touch, lengthen the arms forwards, and take a really nice child's pose. If you want to keep it more active like me, maybe you come up or prop yourself up onto the tips of your fingers. The hands are almost like spiders. And maybe you close the eyes and roll your forehead from left to right to massage the space over the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows as well. If you have your hands active, maybe you bring them down towards the mat. And then let's come back onto our hands and our knees, come back into a downward facing dog, and we'll set up for a pigeon pose. So if you feel more comfortable, reach the right leg high, otherwise you don't have to reach the right leg high. And then draw the shin bone behind the wrists. Maybe it's an angle like mine, that's fine. Extend that left leg back and prop yourself up onto your fingertips. Just take a moment here. And then slowly let's come down if that feels comfortable for you. And if it doesn't, you can use a pillow or a block to prop, I got there in the end, to prop your forearms up. You can also make two fists with your hands, and maybe you support your forehead with your hands. And again, really just allow, after a few breaths, a sense of melting down. A sense that with every breath, parts that you're holding on to, whether that be the thoughts in your mind, things that feel more solid, can become a little bit more free, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more movable. And then slowly, very slowly, we'll gently bring the hands back onto the mat and let the hip go down to that right side to come up to a seat. Extend the legs as wide as feels comfortable. Now, if you feel that your pelvis is slightly rotated towards the back, so posteriorly tilted rather than anterior, you might want to sit on a little cushion or a block to help you move the pelvis further forwards so that it's easier to fold forwards. So see what feels right for you. Let's all take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine, and then slowly walk your hands as far forwards as feels good. When you walk your hands forward, watch that your toes don't turn inwards. Try to keep the toes pointing upwards. And then if you want, let your head lower to the height of your inner arms. And again, 45 seconds here. Allowing the muscles down the inner side of the thighs to slowly release. And you might find in these 45 seconds that As you breathe in and out, your body naturally moves closer towards the ground in front of you. And slowly let's walk the hands back towards us, bending the knees and coming back onto all fours. Let's tuck the toes over, under, and prepare for our pigeon pose on the left side. So inhale to lift that left leg high, and as we exhale, let's set up our pigeon on the left, positioning yourself in a way that feels good, lengthening the spine, and then slowly coming down. Maybe you spend a few moments propped up on your forearms, noticing any sensation that arises in the back of your hip. Where is the tightness, if there is any, in the front of the hip or in the back? You could always support yourself with a pillow or a block underneath your your left glute. And then maybe you make that fist pillow, or maybe this side feels more spacious, so you might just bring your forehead onto your hands, relaxing your shoulders, breathing into all the aspects of your back. Relax and release a little bit more. Coming back onto the hands and the knees, and once again come down onto that left hip. Bring your right leg around to the front, and again we'll take our wide leg fold, so extending the legs as wide as feels comfortable, optionally taking a block or a prop underneath your hips. And this time let's reach the arms up and exhale, forward fold, and you can decide which option felt more supportive for you today. Which option allowed you to reach the depths of the posture that feels accessible for you today. 45 seconds here. Breathing your way to peace. Slowly walking the hands back towards the inner thighs, and we'll find our way into a seated position. And before we come towards the end of the class, we'll have two twisting postures and one hip opener. So let's do first a seated twist, taking one hand to the opposite knee, taking the other hand behind, lifting up nice and tall, and then rotating through the spine. Using each and every breath to lengthen and twist a little bit deeper. And then slowly coming back through to center and over to the other side. What comes up for you when you allow yourself to slow down, when you give yourself the time and space just to be? Let's gently come back to center, coming back onto our backs as we began. And we'll take a spinal twist, wrapping the right leg around the left, moving the hips a little bit to the right, and then trying to keep the backs of the shoulders on the ground as we rotate knees to the left, and arms can open out wide, or if you don't have the space, you can cactus the arms at the elbows, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders, and then taking your gaze the opposite way that your knees have turned. 45 seconds here. Really nice. And then slowly we come back through to center to do the same on the other side. Left leg crosses over the right leg. Move your hips a little bit to the left and then take your knees over and down to the right. Again, trying if you can to keep the backs of the shoulders grounded so that you feel more rotation through the spine and the hips. And this time taking your gaze towards the left, the opposite way that your knees have gone. 45 seconds here. Maybe closing down the eyes if that feels comfortable. Breathing into your belly. And then let's gently unravel the legs and come back through to center. And our final pose today will be a wonderful hip opener, Supta Baddha Konasana. So let's bring the soles of the feet together. The knees can come out to the side, and it's optional if you need a little bit of support under your thighs. If you don't have access to blocks or pillows, no worries. Make fists with your hands and just support under, it's not your glute, but it's just like the side of the glute and the top of the back, the side of the hip, and that will allow so that the knees don't pull too much on the inner thighs. If it's tight there, I recommend that can be really supportive to allow the opening, but with containment. And again, we will spend 45 seconds here. So I do recommend a closing down of the eyes, a softening of your gaze, whether your eyes are open or closed. And if your hands aren't supporting underneath your thighs, maybe once again you take one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your chest, and you just breathe into your hands. And if your hands are not on your belly and your chest, you can just visualize that they are, so that you feel a sensory experience of breathing into the hand on your belly and breathing into the hand on your chest. Feeling the heart rise and expand, and feeling the belly rise and expand. And slowly we will bring the hands by the side of the legs if they're not already there, and just help close your legs together. Draw the knees into the chest and give yourself a well-deserving hug. Massage your back, taking a gentle rock from left to right. We can roll over to one side and press ourselves up to a comfortable seat where we will end our class together. So with the eyes closed, let's take a really deep breath in through the nose, Bringing the hands together above the head, and then bringing the hands down in front of the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this Luteal Phase class, please give it a like and subscribe. If you want to see more menstrual cycle content, do let me know, because it's one of my favorite subjects. See you soon.